Spinner fishing rivers. Tip number 1, the right lure. I'm fishing crystal clear waters right now, so I'm going to use a dark lure. This happens to be a Panther Martin, all black with yellow spots. And the fish, they can actually be scared off by some of these bright lures. If I was fishing an all gold or all silver lure, it's just too bright. They just get spooked and swim away. Tip 2, when you come across a nice slow stretch of river where the white water ends and the bubbles begin, don't make your first cast all the way across the river. Take a few short casts and see if you can catch the ones that are right in front of you. Because if you catch the one that's on the other side of the river, by the time you reel it in, you're going to spook everything in its path. But if you do spook a section of river, it's a good thing fish have short memories. You can come back to it in a half an hour and it'll be just like you were never there. Tip 3, keep the spinner in front of the fish as much as possible because they're facing upstream. So you take a 45-degree angle cast upstream, let the spinner drift in front of the fish as you reel it in, and take a cast straight across the river, do the same thing, and then down the river at a 45-degree angle. It's the drift of the current that keeps the lure in front of the fish's face. You're not going to catch a lot of fish sneaking up behind them with a spinner. Tip 4, if you're going to spend a lot of time fishing spinners on the river, you're going to experience some line twist. I recommend getting some 10 to 15 pound braided line and some 6 to 10 pound fluorocarbon leader, about 8 to 10 feet of that. You can reduce some line twist by casting upstream, but the current's going to drift that lure downstream and you're going to get some line twist. Just avoid using monofilament line in the rivers. What a mess. Tip 5, the hardest thing about fishing rivers is not finding a good fishing spot. There's plenty of great fishing spots. The biggest problem with river fishing is finding public lands. The reason I bring this up is in river fishing, the key to success is to keep moving and finding those great fishing spots where you know the fish are going to be holding. But if you can find a spot like this where slower water meets the faster water, you're in for a good day. Tip 6, water temperature. Fishing with spinners, you're looking for a reaction strike, and trout aren't going to be that active in waters under 40 degrees. But you can see there's still some snow on the ground here. It's May. Water temperature is about 42 degrees and the fish are starting to get active. Trout are most active in water temperatures between 45 and 55 degrees. If the water temperature gets over 65 degrees, just stop fishing for trout. It's too much stress on the fish. Tip 7. There's a lot of underwater features that you just can't see. So get yourself a nice pair of polarized sunglasses. The more you can see what's going on under the water, the better your chances of landing that trophy fish. Sometimes when I put on my polarized lenses, I see a fish right in front of me that I couldn't see. It really doesn't matter if it's a cloudy day or a sunny day. Polarized lenses will help you see under the water. Tip 8. I've lost a lot of big fish over the years using 5X, 6X, 2 pound, 4 pound. And it really sucks having that trophy fish snap your line right before you get him to the net. That's why I recommend using a 15 pound braid with some 10 pound fluorocarbon leader whenever you're fishing rivers. Because not only are you fighting the fish, which could be 3, 4, 5, 10 pounds, you're fighting the current too. Nobody wants to hear the story about the big one that got away. Tip number 9. If you can see a really nice fishing spot from the road, that means everyone else can see it too. It's probably been fished pretty hard. So get out there, enjoy nature, take a walk. The further you get away from the road, the better the fishing's going to be. You never know what kind of fishing spot you're going to find until you go find it. Last and certainly not least, wherever you go on your journeys, pick up your own trash. Leave no trace. Tight lines, everybody.